That's weird. Why is that not working? 1 second, guys. Very, very strange. Wow. Okay. This is so broken right now. Am I muted? Oh my god. There we go. How annoying. My stream setup is so messed up. Okay, so scene change. I gotta fix some stuff here. Don't mind me. Also, good morning to you too. Yeah, I don't know why it's so messed up. So we change from scene changed from chat. No. Scene changed. One of the lights has to be on. Or both. Otherwise, you can't properly see me. There we go. I need a fireplace on my desk. I sure do. I sure do. Okay, this is really not a great setup right now. And I need to change the song. Holy cow. Not a good song. We back. Sander, how's it going? Okay, source visibility change, full screen background, tavern interior, visible. Tavern interior visible. We'll make sure that audio source, mute audio, select source, microphone, Spotify, Epidemic. Mana Lords. What? Media source. Play. Pause. Gotta try and figure out. Okay, why don't I just change source visibility in the... Okay. Going great? That's good to hear. I'm going to be working some more on the character. I think we're really close to finishing the build. And I started watching a video on some of the improvements that were made with Unreal 5.4 for 2D stuff, and it gets me really excited. It's like one thing that gets me really excited, which is going to help with ghosting problems of pixel art. Or anything that's pixel related. Anything sprite related, actually. Not pixel art. Yeah. Okay, transition, scene changed. Oh, right, because I'm going to transition, and then from transition... God. I think that's just the main problem. Me changing it from one to another and then jumping through. Let's just fuck it. Okay. Full screen backgrounds, tavern interior is visible. Actually, duplicate that. Cloudy Camera, what's going on? I love your character design and scene art. Can't wait till the game comes out. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you to say. I'm glad that you enjoy that stuff, and well, I'm gonna continue working on the character build so I can make animation finally for the new character design. But for now, I have to fix some stuff with my stream. I know it's not the most exciting thing because you're just staring at my face and nothing much is happening. But you know, we're just chilling, hanging out. Change source visibility, not art. We gotta go to chat, and then we gotta turn fire audio to visible. Okay. And then while we're at it, in BRB, we have to turn off. No, wait, not in BRB. Screen backgrounds. Hidden. Hidden. Alright, let me just quickly check if this is working correctly. Alright, well I know what the problem is. Okay. Source visibility. Gotta look for my proper background here. Well, I guess I'll be chilling too. Yeah. Alright. One more try. Well, and of course, microphone isn't working. Yeah, I gotta... Like, instead of making this happen with the Stream Deck, I think what I need to do is just transition scene. Yeah, I'm just gonna take these away. Delete. Delete. Make standard switches. Multi-action? No. System? No. One more thing. So I'm going to make sure that anytime I actually change to chat, like, it automatically unmutes the microphone if it is muted. Because really annoying. Okay, well, what the heck is going on here? Like, change source visibility, not source visibility. What the heck? The thing that confuses me now is it mutes the audio of the quest background too. Cloudy Camera Minecraft. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the tavern. Make yourself at home. I guess you're both on YouTube and Twitch right now. I do have a question. How much of the level design do you plan to be in a 3D style, or do you plan to do 2D looking 3D objects? 2D looking 3D objects, yes. Essentially for most of the backgrounds, or most of the level, like maybe some props that you'll interact with will be 2D. I don't know entirely yet. But for the most part, the characters are all 2D, environment is all 3D. But 2D looking. That's the idea anyway. Yeah. Daytime visible. Delete. Yeah. Okay, well, this is something weird. If I switch to BRB, it also mutes the daytime, even though I'm just muting the microphone. Like, why the heck is that? It makes no sense. All I'm muting is this one this one audio source. Watch this. So if I get rid of this... Okay. That might be my stupid mistake. One second. Mute audio. Mute microphone. Yeah, that was my mistake. Okay, well, we figured it out. Alright, well, at least that's working. One of the things that's on the to-do list with the stream. Yay. Anyways, let's get back into the character. Let's open up Adobe Animate. Ideally, I'd hope to finish the character build today on stream, which would be dope, because then I could get started with, one second. I could get started with, animation later. and importing some stuff into Unreal. But yeah, one thing at a time. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Might be a little too much on the red side. That's a nightmare to waiting to happen. We'll put the drink over there. I'm making a big mistake here. Kind of building the jaw. These are all very short tracks. Jeez. What? Go for, what number is this, 59? Actually make that 61. I think we'll just start that here. Okay. Oops. God. No. We'll just play or something. It's not like, I appreciate stream beats, but there's some stuff on there that just sounds very amateurish. Not gonna lie. Okay. Let's have that go to here. And then, yeah, put that line right there. Do I have mods? That said, I can kick people out just fine myself. I used to have mods. No idea where my mods went. But at the same time, like, there's no compensation in it, right? Like, other than just hanging out and watching the stream. Like, for small streamers, there isn't much that mods can get from that. You're trying to become a mod for someone? And you enjoy hanging out? Yeah, well, I get that. That said, you're also pretty new here. I personally kind of, you know, if I make someone a mod, it tends to be people that I either know or that have been around for a while, which equates back to people I know. He'll keep showing up. Alright then. Yeah, I mean, there used to be more of a need for it. At one point in time, like, I think I was averaging about 40-ish people, and that was for a good solid, like, month or two. But it's so slow and so chill. It's all good. You're just testing the water? All good. All good. I mean, you have to start somewhere, if that's something that you want to do. Out of curiosity, why is it something that you're drawn to? Why is it something that you want to do? You just enjoy helping creators and hanging out? Fair enough. Okay. I think I should be able to... Okay. Pop it up to the mask. color. Up it down here. Change the color to that. Lock that. And then okay. Let's say the mouth is done right there. But we need the tongue. Oh man. Cutscenes? Are you planning cutscenes at all? Oh. There's a part of that question that I didn't see at first. I haven't planned any yet, but I mean, there will be cutscenes. They'll be in 2D. I don't know. Either they'll be in engine, or they'll just be straight up 2D animated segments. I'll have to see. Did you keep the opening shot? Like, you mean the menu? The main menu? That's just the way it is for the main menu. Like, I think in one video I explain it, that for the main menu I really like, or in general I like it when games kind of have a menu that feels like it's part cinematic, part normal, or like part menu, part cinematic, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn, you start out with the cinematic and then it kind of just, you know, pans over and you're all of a sudden in a menu, and it's a very seamless transition. Ideally, I'd like to figure out how to get it to, like, seamlessly transition from the splash screens, well, let's say after you watch the intro cinematic to the actual game. I want to see if I can somehow figure out how to get it to transition seamlessly between, like, the menu and where you are. That would mean that you'd have to, like, I don't know, that would mean that he'd have to, like, leave behind his little camping spot. But the menu is real nice. Well, thank you. Well, I'm planning for a very, like, atmospheric and ambient and emotional kind of game. There might be a cutscene between that and the first level. You need playtesters or no? I got a lot of time on my hands some days. I am nowhere near playtesters right now. I'm testing a lot of that stuff myself. As you should, in my opinion. Because you need to obviously make sure that the things that you want to implement are working correctly. My goal for this year is to, it's probably not going to happen this year, but I want to get as close as I can to a vertical slice. So be it the end of this year or like at some point next year. And then I'm thinking of, you know, maybe opening that up for people to play test. Because then I'll have like a little completed section that makes sense to share. Ah. Okay. Let's grab that color. What color? Where am I? Sorry for all the questions. I'm sitting inside on a rainy day. Yo, don't be sorry, man. Like, I appreciate the chatter. Helps me not stay, super silent. Oh. Oh man, I'm super tired today, though. What was I gonna say? I woke up at 4 this morning, so yay. Alright. Plop that in there, plop that in here for mask, and then your alarm was unplugged? Yeah, that's happened to me plenty of times. Okay. That's the jaw. Bridge is going to be the same. Okay. I was thinking you should start posting tutorials on stuff you've learned. I don't know if that's something you can do, but it would be kind of cool. I watch tutorials even if I'm not making anything at the time. Yeah, I mean, I've made one. Not that that is a whole lot, but... Snout hole underlay. There we go. But, what I was going to say is it's a tutorial on 2D character and how to do that in Unreal. I'm not that good of a teacher when it comes to certain things. But like, it's a very fast-paced tutorial. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't mind, and I do plan on having more tutorials. It'll just be at time. Like, as far as content updates go and stuff, like, I can only do so much because I have a day job. So, I only have so much capacity in a day. But I definitely want to do more tutorials. So it's not like I don't. Holy fuck. I was wide awake at 5. And 9 AM rolls around and I'm not. But that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. I like when creators help save me a lot of time when they've done the same research. Your papers at D was nice. Well, thank you. I didn't expect it to pick up this much. Like, it was a slow burn, but people seem to still find it, and it was a, like, annoying video to edit. And I don't know if I'll ever put that much effort into editing a video again. Like, tutorial. But, even episode 5 of my devlog took me forever to do. And then this latest one was even worse. But I mean, at times I do enjoy editing videos. It's just, come on, where's it snap? There it is. But at times it just gets to be a little too much. Okay, that's that part. The jaw, that's looking not too bad. The thing that's missing now is the flap. It's a little lazy to have someone else do everything, sorry, but hey, it's convenient. It is convenient. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I mean, if you look at it this way, you are doing research in the sense that you are looking up, like, something about a specific topic. Now, you can argue, like, you know, people might say, oh man, he's just lazy, like, you know, he's not doing a lot of research or whatever, like, he's just taking other people's content and you know, letting them do the research for him. Like, you know, when people make tutorials, usually it's when they know what they're doing or they have something that they want to share. And bet you anything, the people learned it from other videos or, you know, someone else who's done, like, that's, I mean, that's essentially all that learning is. You learn something from someone else. So I don't think there's anything like lazy about it. You're just, you know, that's just the way that you learn. You watch other people's videos. And I mean, that's why those videos are made, so that people like yourself can go and watch them. Oh boy, this one's gonna be difficult, I think. Yeah, because it's over top. Wait a minute. Yeah. How do I do that now? Does it make more sense at that point to put the flap inside the jaw? Your YouTube stream is a little delayed for me. Well, I don't know what's causing that on YouTube, to be honest. I'm mostly streaming on Twitch, and YouTube's just a multi-stream that's, or like a restream, dual stream that's turned on. I haven't looked into what settings exactly are responsible for this delay. Yeah, this is... Wait a second, what? Why is the flap underneath that? Shouldn't that fur be down here? But then the jaw is over top of it. So I need fur here. But this stupid thing needs to be here. Let's just fill that in for a second. I need to see how it's messing up. Yeah, it's over top of that line right there. Oh, that's frustrating. That's real frustrating. How do I deal with that then? Do I... for one, do I lower this whole thing overall? I honestly have no idea how to do this mouth, so I'll just do it again. With a flap. Won't be super clean. It's not a pretty solution, but it's a solution that works. Or that will work. Animate really annoys me with its stupid issues. Like, I wish they would just fix all the stupid little things that are wrong with this app. Lunch? Alright, Daniel. Welcome in, by the way. Oh shit, that's the other question. If the mouth is open, so if I go to 61, how does that affect, what effect does that have on 61? Ay. It's too far shifted sideways. Something. It kind of works. I don't have to go too far with this thing. Yeah, sometimes it's better to see this kind of stuff when you have everything else turned on. Because then you can better make out, like, what's messed up, what needs to be fixed. I guess the flap will sort of act as a patch over top of the issues with jaw, which is a really ugly fix. Ah, man, that really bothers me. I mean, it works, but it's the ugliest thing ever. Is it too far forward now? Yes. What? What's happening? What? My screen is being weird. I don't know if I want to open the mouth any wider than that. Like, I feel at some point, like, the chest plate would be in the way. Yeah, let's just keep that. It doesn't really matter. We'll adjust the tongue, though. I think we'll have to. That might be a little bit better. Also not a super pretty fix. But no, you know what? I'm being lazier now. I should properly fix it. No, my lord, what the hell? Give me... What the heck is going on? because the tongue is in one layer. Someone has found the pitchforks. Pitchforks and torches. Okay. That works. Works out okay. I do feel like this might need to be a little bit higher. That's better. Okay. Good enough. What is it for? Oh, used to be for, like, rating other channels on Twitch. But at the end of the day, most of the emotes on Twitch are for whatever use case you feel like using it. I mean, it doesn't have to be just one specific one. Great, okay. People around me have started doing construction. Perfect time. Alright, so, time to do some in-betweens. Okay, that's not really... It has to stay there. Because the... So, one important thing to keep in mind, if you ever make mouth charts, if you ever find yourself in this position, you know, and you're making something for a character so you can do lip sync, you always need to make sure that the top teeth don't move. So, just to draw that out. So if you have a character, always remember that a character, no matter what being, I guess, animal or human, has their top teeth attached to the skull. And what I see some animators do is moving these. This can't move. It shouldn't move. You have a jaw for a reason. So... my very shitty skull, but... this is what moves when you talk. So... if you ever do lip sync, or try to build something for lip sync, make sure that these always stay in place. But good for you, man, for opening Animate. I'm glad that I was able to inspire a little bit. This one would probably shift a little bit more in there. Probably wouldn't really see these all that much. And then this would be a little bit bigger. About here. Trying to think. I think they need to shift back a little bit. Can you quick show me the tools you use for animating? I know the basics of Adobe, but have used other programs before it and can't figure out how you get your line art so nice. I can see you're using some kind of vector line. How you manipulate it. Okay, so all your tools, obviously, you'll find here in the side. You have your brush tool. You have your... oh, one of my lights died. Yay. Fluid brush tool. No, wait, not fluid brush. What am I looking for? What? Which one is Y? Okay, let's just go with hotkeys. So, B is for brush. That's this guy here. Y is for, like, a line brush or paintbrush, I guess, that uses the line style. That's, the letter for that is Y. That's this one here. And then N is for the line tool. And if you press F, that takes you to the vector, or sorry, not to the vector, the selection tool. Not F, V, sorry. And what you can do with this selection tool, so once you have your line, you can hover over it with your selection tool, and you'll see like a little line pop up, like a curved line. That means once that pops up, you click and drag, and you can adjust the curvature of your line. If you do the same, but you press and hold Alt while you do it, you make a point. And all it is obviously adjusting your lines however you want to. A couple things to note. As you see here, Flash has this weird feature, bug, I can't decide what it is, that will eventually, like, just, you know, at a certain point where you turn the line, like, merge it back into both, which is kind of stupid. So this little point then disappears, and the line kind of gets a little wonky. A couple other things to note. If you're using the latest animate, if you go under dock, you have this little snap to objects tool, which is just a little magnet. If you have that turned on, you'll feel a little snap when you get close. That's when you know, okay, sweet, these two are connected. When you don't feel that snap, but you put it close, well, then you have two individual lines. But with the selector tool, you can drag it so that it goes over to that point, and you have those two snapping together. What else? What else? Obviously, when you press N in your tools panel here on the right, or tools property panel, you've got a couple of different things like stroke color, opacity, stroke width, the kind of style that you want to use, like dotted line or whatever. Keep in mind that when you draw things with a texture line, well, Adobe in general, hates people, and its software doesn't work all that great, or some of it, in my opinion. Like Animate, for example, when you like do something that it has as a feature but isn't used that much, or is like a little too detailed or so, I don't really know, but so brush, like a brush style line, is not gonna like that style or this style. What else is there? I'm sure you can download other styles or whatever. Like, you can modify this just like any other line, but keep in mind when you're animating things that this is going to slow down, because now you're, you know, the software is calculating like so much, so like a lot more, I guess, complicated of a texture for a vector line. Another thing to keep in mind is your brush strokes with the regular brush tool are vector lines as well. Like, this is purely a vector-based app. So if I click on this with like if you click and hold up here, A is the sub-selection tool. If you use the sub-selection tool, you'll see the individual points with their little handles, and you can adjust the handles however you want. Hotkey for that is A. But as you saw there, yeah, that essentially shows you that the regular brush strokes are like vector based as well. If you have a shape, like a couple more things. Whoops, gotta turn this line style off. So you have a shape. You think that this is together, and you want to fill it in. For one, you fill things in by pressing K, which gives you this little paint bucket over there. It uses one of the colors, like whatever top color you have. Let's use white as an example. Oh, why is this not filling in? Well, that means somewhere along your lines, you don't have a closed off space, right? Like over here, that space is not closed. Over here, I just closed that space off with a line through the middle. If you have a bunch and you can't find them all and it's still not working, you can try out by clicking underneath the paint here. There's a little square box when you have the paint bucket tool selected. It's called gap size. You have the selection here, don't close gaps, close small gaps, close medium or large gaps. So in this case, small gap works fine. If this is a little bit bigger, small gaps is probably not going to do it. Yeah. Medium? Does it? I actually never checked how big the gaps need to be for a large gap to fill. Large gaps still fills. See, and now those lines are not connected. Now the paint is just bleeding out into the open. But that little area down there, you have a couple other things too. If you ever... One thing to keep in mind, and you can always go back in the VOD and watch this later, but if you by accident hit J or click on this little stupid thing down here, object drawing, if that is turned on, everything that you draw, like say I'm drawing a space that I want to fill in, well, it's not going to fill in, but all the lines are connected. What's going on here? Well, if you use the selection tool and you select them all, you see the blue boxes around that? That means they're all individual objects. The way to break that is if you press Control B. Control B is breaking things. And you do that to things that are objects, symbols, or groups. So if you press Control G, all of it is one group. You have all of it selected. Control B, you go back to what it was before. If you select a single one here, and you press Control B, that one's going to be just a regular line now. The neat thing with this technically is that you can double click on that, and then you're within that specific object, and you can make whatever type of modifications to it. Oops. And it's not going to affect any of the other ones. And you just do that by double clicking on it, or double clicking outside of it to get out. Or up here you have your hierarchy of where you're at currently. So if I click on that, I'm inside of a group, inside of head jaw. Anyways, keep that in mind when you press J or hit that stupid little thing down here, that all your lines are going to be individual objects. Yeah. I think that probably covers about it. All of it. Hello, good evening, brother. Hey, Chizapo. I can't... Am I butchering your name? Am I, like, pronouncing it correctly? I can't tell anymore. I want to make sure to be respectful. Right, another one. I forgot another hotkey. Q. Q is basically up here the free transform tool. Now you're pretty much using everything that I'm using. There's a couple other neat little things about it, like, you know, if you have something selected, you've got Q. If you press Alt, it'll rotate around, and you're wanting to rotate stuff, you rotate around the opposite. You don't press Alt, it'll rotate around the center point. If you press Alt, only one side will skew instead of both. And then your typical Shift does both sides. Or actually, Shift keeps it to scale when you scale it up and down. Anyways. You are, but you're close to Shizyapo. I don't know. I hope that's it. Is it a soft S or is it a harsh, like, is it a soft S sound or is it like a sharp S sound? Shizza. Yeah, that's it. You got it. I feel like you. So is that your first name? And then Chaponda is. I don't know. I don't know where the emphasis is. Is the last name? Because I think the first name is more difficult to read for me, or pronounce, not read. That should be okay for distance. Let's, nope. Let's go with this thing here. It's a sharp Z sound, or Z sound. Yeah, it's my first name, and Chaponda is my last name, but I also go by Excel, my middle name, or Shizzy. Or is it Shissy? I don't know. Those might be simpler for you. No idea. It's tough to pronounce people's names. I know, I struggle with names in general. But then again, people struggle with my name, my streamer name. So whatever. Alright, so we'll go down a little bit. And I think we'll just go down over here too. Definitely not going to finish on stream, but that's okay. No pressure. Let's just chill. Ah, no. See, there it did it. It combined them into one line. God dang it. You got it the first time? Shizzy? You mean that one? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Front view was definitely easier to deal with. Not the most well-versed in drawing dogs. But that's okay, because so what I'm going to be doing is making a JSON file out of this when I have animation for it. In order to only use one file rather than a million different ones for every single like animation. The nice thing with the JSON is that, like, you have one file for... What was it? There's a Cobra Code tutorial on this. When you have a JSON file, you can automatically, based on the information in it, create flipbooks from it. So all you do is, like, right-click on it, select, like, create flipbooks, and it does it. Like, you don't have to do anything. Because you've already prepped it beforehand. But then... What was it? You... Right, when you update the JSON, I think there's a way to then just automatically update the flipbooks as well. So... Anyways, that was a long-winded thing. I can show you guys in a second, like, what the entirety of the build looks like so far. Like, how close we are to finishing. Yeah, I have to fix something. It's this guy here. It's not properly centered. It looks like it's shifted sideways a little bit, which is really annoying. But it's okay. And then we have another little problem. Another little fun teeth problem, or tooth problem. The tongue, like in this mouth, needs to be over top of the teeth that are showing right there, tiny ones. And back there, it's never ending. Okay, and then here, oh fuck, there's a couple other things I haven't done. Namely, let's turn all this off. The nose stays in the same place. It's now outline. Let's just keep the nose right there as a reference point. What I'm using right now for the mouth chart here is the onion skin tool. Onion skin tool just shows you like whatever frame range you've specified you want to see. Essentially like a little ghost image. Super handy for in-betweening when you're animating or making breakdowns or building mouse charts or whatever. There we go. So it's closed, open, further open. Good. Okay with that. We'll do the same for... Maybe we don't have a snout. Alright, I think it's about time for me to look at potentially wrapping this up here. There isn't really anyone on here that I would want to raid. Okay, well we're not raiding anybody today. That's okay. We're making progress. We're kind of getting there slowly. It's harder when you're kind of tired, but yeah, well. Captain Poopy showing himself briefly. How you doing, buddy? That's good looking cheese. Sure is. cheese is the best. Anybody that disagrees doesn't know what they're missing out on. Ran off for a while, suddenly people wouldn't stop calling me. Alright. That happens. Oh, okay, well let me show you what we got for Tyrion. So we got the full turnaround. That's including the shield and sword. They have their own turnarounds. Colors on them might still change later, but we'll see. And then we've got obviously full turnaround here. 25. Okay, full turnaround there. We've got eye blings, open mouth on the front. Working on this one right now for the side. Angry face. Right, I have to adjust wherever the heck the expressions now are. 71. Two. 3. Oh. Should technically be 3 expressions now to go from. Yeah, so we have a lot that's already done. We're literally left with just finishing the open closed mouth, finishing the, or like the mouth chart here, angry eyes there, this weird derp face. Then we've got the side view, for which I'll just... I think I'll deal with open mouth as I go if I need it. Technically, I should add it, which is just annoying, but... eye blinks for this angle too, or just a closed eye for this angle. Preferably, I won't be using that angle too much. But, yeah. And I mean, we're close. We're pretty close to what this was. And, like, on the right here, that's what it was in Photoshop. On the left, that's what it is in Flash. Obviously, the line quality is a little bit different, but that's okay. But yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're at. I need to quickly eat something and then get busy with work. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Seems like I can rely on Stream Beats after all, with just their lo-fi playlist, and don't have to pay for Epidemic Sound, which is just way too expensive. Morty, how you doing? Thanks for the stream, of course. Appreciate you all hanging out with me, as usual. Thank you so much. I won't be raiding anybody, because there isn't really anybody to raid. So... thank you for streaming. Always a pleasure hanging out. Chill vibes. Beautiful work as always. I'm good. Alright. That's good to hear. Alright, everybody. That's it. That's all. I will see you all soon. Soon as in next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Our like 8 or 8:30 a.m. Let's just say 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, because that's usually when either the stream is already going or starting, until 10 a.m. every Tuesday and every Thursday. So thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.